Someone's watching Star Wars.
He's playing Return of the Jedi.
It's the last mistake you'll ever make.
Hello.
Slightly better.
There we go. I can hear you at least.
Still not great. You're still echoey as hell. And you're going through the laptop's mic?
No.
Do you have a headset on?
Yes.
Are you sitting directly in front of the television?
No, why? Can you hear the television?
Yeah, we hear Jabba.
Yeah, it sounds like something is set wrong on the microphone. Is it a USB mic?
Yeah. Wait. How's that sound?
Better. There you go.
Oh, that's a lot better.
It's the last mistake you'll ever make, Jabba.
I made the mistake of when I launched Skype, it said there's an update.
Oh, so it updated.
And the only reason I did it is because it said current version 2.0 something, new version 5.0 something. And I thought, well...
5 is a bigger number than 2. Let us take part in such things.
All right, can you still hear the TV? Should I go turn it on?
No, you're fine.
No,
It's gone now. Yeah, everything's good. You're good.
I take it your son is watching Return of the Jedi?
That I'm watching Return of the Jedi.
Right on.
Oh, Rancor.
You really should watch episode 1. It's a masterpiece of cinematography.
Yeah.
It's one of the best movies ever made. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Jar Jar Binks should be honored as one of the greatest characters ever created.
Ay,
caramba!
Yeah, that too.
How do I reach these keys?
Look, it's all over my bullets and everything.
Welcome to the Video Game Show, episode 235, and joining us today is Chad.
Greetings.
Ivan. Phil.
Hello.
And my wonderful self, Keith. It's the last mistake you'll ever make, Jabba. So how we doing this week, kids?
I have the zombie plague.
The zombie plague?
Yeah, it's just a matter of time before I turn.
You know you're supposed to quarantine yourself?
I am quarantined. There's no one else here.
Just you and Star Wars?
Me? Yeah, I had a good day. I watched a shite ton of movies today.
What else did you watch? Old movies or anything good, new?
No, nothing new. I started off with Bourne Supremacy, and then I watched Punisher, and then Hulk, and...
The Tom Jane Punisher or the War Journal Punisher? All right, that Tom Jane one's a good one, okay.
And the Ed Norton Hulk, not the Ang Lee Hulk.
That was pretty bad, man.
It was awful.
He looked like a marshmallow.
Yeah. No good at all.
I watched Valhalla Rising the other day.
Somebody told me that was really good. Like, good in a... No, hold on. Let me finish. Good in, like, an awful, awful movie, but still, like, good because it's awful.
My girlfriend and I watched that. We normally watch films at faster than normal speed to get through them faster. We watched that one much faster than normal speed because it's pretty slow.
Wait, how do you watch a movie at faster than... I mean, the movie progresses at a speed that the movie progresses at.
No. With, like, VLC Media Player, you can, like, go 1.3 times.
Oh, so you can, like, watch it in Chipmunks mode. Look, I'm a father. No!
Valhalla Rising was a film of 80 minutes that could have been done in, like, 20.
You know, but here's my thing with that movie is... I wouldn't say it was great, but I did, for some reason, enjoy it.
Yeah, it was okay. It just took a long time to get where they were going.
Dude, besides, it has Mads Mikkelsen in it. How do you not like that guy?
No, I love Mads.
Who?
Mads Mikkelsen. He was the villain from Casino Royale. He was Tristan in King Arthur. He's, what is he, Danish? Is he Danish?
Danish, or Yep, I think he's Danish. He also was in Clash of the Titans. He was Draco.
Oh, yeah, he was Draco. But he is a mute Viking that's taken captured and goes free and goes to some crazy land. But it's a very pretty movie. Pretty in the sense that, like, I guess it really isn't pretty. Like, think of a poem, like an epic, like a literature poem, how, you know, they're enjoyable, but sometimes they're just kind of long and drawn out and just make it into a movie. It's hard to explain. It's one of those where you're going, nothing's really happening, but it was entertaining for some reason. I wasn't disappointed in watching it, but it's not like I would watch it ever again.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It's weird one to explain. Because it's hard to say it's bad, but it was kind of good.
Speaking of those types of movies, I finally saw Evil Dead about a week or so ago.
Oh, motherfucker, that is one of the greatest movies ever made.
Wait,
which one? Evil Dead 1?
Yeah, first of all, which one?
I think it was the first one.
And then second of all, you mean ever? First time ever?
First time ever.
Oh, boy.
How did you make it that many years without seeing The Evil Dead?
I don't know. You guys always talk about it, and I always forget to watch it. And we finally queued it up on Netflix and watched it.
Actually, yeah, if I remember, Evil Dead wasn't that good. It was Evil Dead 2 that was the good one.
Wait, was this the one with the tree that rapes the chick?
Yes.
Okay, wait, never mind. I take it back. Evil Dead 2 is the one that is just ridiculously awesome.
Yeah, Evil Dead was supposed to be a horror movie.
It was supposed to be legit.
Yeah, Evil Dead 2 was a horror movie, but with the good humor stuff in it.
Like, they ran with the first one and said, well, we kind of failed in that endeavor, but it worked, so let's just go with it this time.
I want to say Evil Dead 1 was like a college film or something he did.
Yeah.
Well, and then he remade it as Evil Dead 2.
Yeah.
You know, that was one thing I always kind of questioned, was like, why the fuck would you go back to that place? Like, why would you go back to it?
Well, I haven't seen the second one, so...
All right, the second one is honestly it's an awesome movie.
So you probably weren't very impressed with Evil Dead then, I'm taking it.
We realized that it was going to be, like, cheesy, bad entertainment. So our expectations were kind of low going in.
Yeah, it's not a good movie.
Evil Dead 2 is a good movie.
Yeah, Evil Dead 2 is good. And then if you haven't seen it, Army of Darkness is pretty good too, but still not as good as Evil Dead 2. Well, Army of Darkness is essentially Evil Dead 3.
Yeah, it pretty much is, isn't it?
Yeah, Jill walks in the room. She's like, "What are you talking about? The zombie movie?" I'm like, "Yes," and she's like shaking her head as she walks away.
It wasn't a zombie movie.
There was a witch.
Well, they did turn into zombies or something, demons or.
Oh, come on, that was sweet when that chick came out of the grave and was like rolling her head around like a basketball. Seems like we've watched movies. What movie have you watched then, Chad?
This week?
Yeah, what new movie have you seen?
Actually, my girlfriend and I are catching up on Breaking Bad, a TV show.
I tried to watch... That's the one with the guy from Malcolm in the Middle, right? The father?
Yeah, the father, where he's a chem teacher who is diagnosed with cancer, and then to provide for his family, he becomes a meth maker.
Yeah.
Maker of meth and other fine drugs.
So it's like they're in the 4th season coming up, so it's a pretty good show. I mean, it gets going, it's good. But then again, we like things like Dexter and those kind of darker shows. So
yeah, I tried to watch the first episode of that, and I couldn't get into it.
We finished Spartacus, and we're going to soon be starting, what the hell is the other one? Sopranos, because we've never seen The Sopranos.
The only problem with Sopranos is it was on for like 11 years, so there's a lot to watch.
Well, we got rid of our cable because it just wasn't... We couldn't justify spending the money because they kept raising our prices. It was like up to like $125, and all we had was internet and basic cable.
Yeah.
We were like, well, all right, dude, this ain't working. Bring us back down to like 100. And they're like, no, you're already getting a deal. So we just canceled it and we're rolling with Netflix and watched all the Spartacuses, and now we're rolling into we're gonna roll into The Sopranos.
I watched Red. Did you guys see Red?
Red's awesome. I like Red.
No, I haven't.
It's a Bruce Willis flick.
That was on the flight back from Hong Kong. I was watching Red. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll have to watch that one then.
That one's highly recommended if you like Bruce Willis.
How do you not like Bruce Willis?
I know, right? And then I watched The Other Guys, which was...
I was waiting for you to like say some other action hero, but then realized it was actually the movie The Other Guys.
Yeah, no, it's the movie called The Other Guys, the Will Ferrell, Mark Wahlberg movie.
I gotta say, Mark Wahlberg's a much better actor than he was musician.
Right. It's actually pretty funny. It's got some good humor scenes in it. It's pretty good movie. And then, because I felt like shit yesterday, I watched approximately 8 or 9 hours of NCIS.
I don't like cop shows, man. Cop movies are okay. Cop shows, I just can't do them.
You know what? What's his face makes the show. He really does.
Can we be a little more vague?
Mark Harmon or...
Mark Harmon. I like Mark Harmon.
I remember the days of him as Freddie Shoop from summer school.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And that was when Kirstie Alley was hot.
Yeah.
Ah, the good old days. And the big black guy that went to the bathroom at the beginning of the I've been in the bathroom. And he scored the highest on the test, if memory serves.
Okay, we should probably get to some video gaming stuff.
Oh, okay.
Because why is Chris telling me to download League of Legends? And he just said that you, Keith, and Phil played it.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we actually did play some today.
Tell me about League of Legends. Why should I play it?
It's basically an RTS without all the other crap that I don't like in an RTS. You have your hero unit, and it's 5-on-5, and you have your home base, and then there are the turrets, and you are your heroes. And then each base releases minions, and the whole point is to basically, there's 3 paths. You go down the paths, you take out the turrets, and the other heroes eventually get to the other base. But it's basically, you just have your one hero that you're controlling, and he levels up, and you can buy him equipment and gear, and like I said, it's all the things that I like about an RTS without any kind of micromanagement whatsoever. But there's all kinds of dudes, and it's free to play. And then as you play the games, you earn
virtual money.
Yeah, virtual points that you can buy, unlock other other characters and that kind of thing. But you can use real money to unlock a bunch of players. But it's pretty balanced in the sense that it seems like if you buy a bunch of players, it's not like you have some huge advantage. It's chime in there, Phil. Unless I have something written down, dude, I'm horrible at explaining things.
Yeah, Keith pretty much summed it up. You've got your
Poorly.
You've got your basic classes. You've got your melee. You've got your tank, and you've got your casters. And like Keith said, they are pretty balanced. Although I think melee is probably easier to play.
See, I would say the opposite. I would say that range was easier to play.
I was struggling to keep my distance from people, just because some specials have certain ranges, and
I think it was your dude, because I know when I was that undead 4-legged butcher-looking guy, he just shoots everything. So it was pretty straight. It was pretty easy with him.
Butcher is the guy that cuts up meat, or Butcher is in the guy from Diablo?
Think of the butcher thing, the undead guards. What are those things from Warcraft? Are the butchers? Is that what they're called?
The big giant
the guys with the meat hooks and their intestines are hanging out, and they're the guards in the Undercity.
Oh, the Abomination guy.
Yeah, the Abominations.
Yeah, that's what they look like. It looks like that, except cut off one hand and give it like a blaster gun, and cut it off at the torso and give it like mechanical 4 spider leg kind of things. But there's a whole crap ton of guys, and you basically have your tanks, your melee guys, you have your assassin guys, which are good at taking out enemy heroes. But we played 2 games, and it's been fun so far. Like I said, you get money and you can buy gear. They have little NPCs around the map that you can go kill. But mostly it's taking out minions and the enemy players.
Yeah, I was checking out on the character that I was playing, and I was totally playing him wrong because he's an assassin.
Oh, you're supposed to just be taking out other players then.
Yeah, see, I wasn't leveling up that one skill. It's called Rift Walk. So basically he teleports and tries to do some sort of an assassination skill on everything within a small area around him. So it's like an arrow effect spell. Yeah, I was playing him wrong. I was trying to play it more as a spellcaster with, some melee attacks, but it's different.
This is a real-time strategy game?
It's not really real-time strategy. Think like Dawn of War 2, where you have your hero units, where you have your hero unit. What's the hell is that called? The thing I like, Last Stand. How you have just your one guy and then you do everything else. That's the way this is. You have your one guy, except it's more of a, you still have to go through taking out the turrets and the enemy people to get to the main command base. But yeah, for a free-to-play game, it's pretty cool.
In addition to playing the game and accruing points and stuff, you can obviously go and spend real money to buy points to unlock characters.
And then you can get skins for them, which are just different outfits. And then you can also get like glyphs and like little power-up things that you put on to upgrade your guys. You can buy all that as well. But everything on the game can be bought with really just like playing points, because as you play, you get pretty much anywhere from like 80 to 200 points per match, depending on how good you did. And, to buy a new guy can cost anywhere from 1,300 to, 6,000 or something is the upper end. So if you just play enough, you can unlock guys. And
like there's one character that we played with today. It was a werewolf, and he bought it looked like he bought a skin, and the skin was basically the grandmother's clothing from Little Red Riding Hood. So he's a big bad wolf. It's pretty entertaining.
They got an armadillo guy who one of his outfits is like a Koopa Troopa. But I just said that was a Rocco version of
Koopa Troopa.
It was a Koopa Troopa. It was a Koopa Troopa.
Yeah, there's literally 100 or so characters that you can choose from and try to unlock.
But seeing as how it's free, yeah, by all means, dude. I recommend that everyone download it and give it a whirl. They have either co-op versus AI or versus other players. It doesn't matter. I don't know about Mac for you Mac, but...
Nope, no Mac version.
No Mac? Okay.
It's nice that they tell you that, too. Like, you go through the setup process, create a username and account, and then it takes you to the download page and it says, download now for Windows.
I don't know. If you read on there, maybe they're considering Mac?
It's a rather small game. It's only, just over a gig in size?
Yeah, it's not anything crazy. Well, dude, it's a free to download. You know what? It's a free to play game. It's one of those where I don't know what people would be expecting exactly. But the 2 games I've played of it were fun. And then we haven't played anything, actually any Blood Bowl game last week because everyone was busy and Chris was out of town and that. Oh boy, were you looking forward to Blood Bowl?
No, because,
I'm sorry we didn't play, Ivan. I know you're a big fan of the Minions of Oot and you wanted to hear about their exploits, but
I did. And on top of that, you can't log in with the email address and password that you created a step before, apparently, because it says that I don't exist now. So that's pretty sweet. That's quality.
Hey, dude, quality. I didn't have any problems with it, and I have problems with just about everything technical like that. Like entering an email address and such. It's hard pressing keys in the correct sequence.
Great. So I signed up for some game that I can't play, and it won't let me log in to disable or cancel my account, so now I'll probably be getting f***ing newsletter updates from them until the end of time.
No, but I did call for Vagisil free samples for you, and they'll be showing up at your apartment probably within a week or so.
Yeah.
I hear that's good for canceling zombie plague.
Mm-hmm.
You put Vagisil on the pine cone applicator and you shove it up your ass. It's a suppository, and that will actually help fend off the zombie apocalypse plague. It will immunize you. Immunize? How do you actually say that?
Interpret.
Haha. He made fun of the way you talk because you're dumb. Hate you all the time now.
You hate me all the time?
Now?
Now? Oh. I thought you only hated me when we made love because you like angry sex. Oh, that was attractive. Was that a mouthful after that schnortel?
Yeah, it was. That was chunky.
Oh, that's fantastic. I didn't eat yet. I was going to eat when we were done playing the game, and I decided to take a massive shit instead, which was quite enjoyable. But now, now I'm sure I'll be hungry again after a couple minutes, 15 minutes or so by the time I forget about your schnortel, but that, you tided me over for a while.
There you go. Don't say I never helped you out.
I would never say that. You've helped me out multiple times.
Okay, Keith, I have one thing that might be interesting for you.
What's that?
Did you follow any news from GDC? I'm going to assume no.
No.
Does Keith look like a game developer?
The guys who made Magicka announced an expansion.
Oh, Vietnam?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that. The little trailer was funny because of the way they were singing the song.
Here is the trailer for those who haven't seen it. Basically, they have taken their Magicka, and if you ever wonder what it would be like if wizards fought in Vietnam, now you can find out.
Or just, ask one of the guys that took a lot of drugs when they were there. But the music is great because they sing it in Magicka lingo. That game is very fun multiplayer too, by the way. It's just hard because you can hit other wizards. So, when you're running around with someone like Keaton who just shoots with reckless abandon and doesn't care about anyone, you tend to get killed a lot. But no, that does look pretty cool. I'll probably get that just because, I like supporting my little independent games if the game's good. And that game is good.
Okay. So, what else we got here? Anybody else doing anything? Rah-rah, fun?
No, I've been watching a lot of college basketball, so I haven't really played much games.
I did see Butler defeat whoever they played yesterday.
Pittsburgh.
Yes, and the ugly guy that was supposed to be good, we laughed at him as he sat there looking distraught from Pittsburgh's team. We went out for Frodog's birthday last night, and we're up at Champs. And that was on, and then we watched UFC, because that was on there as well. And then I went home and went to bed because I get up early and work on Saturday mornings. I'm an old man, but I don't mind.
Well, okay then. We got nothing else.
No, not really, man. I don't. There's not any games out that's really tickling my taint,
and now I don't need to eat anything tonight.
Oh, come on, dude. It's just a little taint tickling talk.
Come on, Ivan. Just reach down under, tickle a little bit.
No.
Fiddle the taint while you're washing the undercarriage.
No, I'm nauseous.
And that was Video Game Show episode number 235. Any final words, closing remarks, things to say?
Happy birthday, Ed, even though it was yesterday. And every man should get their taint tickled at some point. Preferably with a taint tickled with a tongue from a tantalizing female. Or man, if that's more your cup of tea. I don't judge. I'm not talking about every man should tantalizing my taint. I'm talking about your own taint being tantalized by tongues of attractive men or women based on your personal preference.
God, that's a lot of alliteration.
That's me, dude. I'm all about alliterating. I'm going to alliterate. I'm going to alliterate all my foes.
I'm going to alliterate the shit out of this.
I was trying to come up with more tea things, but I can't.